How y'all doing? B here from Real Man Fishing OFD. It's February here in West Virginia, Maryland area. It's cold, but I'm trying to get prepared and get ready for the snakehead season when it warms up. So this winter I've been doing research and going to flea markets and checking websites and finding different baits, lures for the snakeheads. I've caught my snakeheads mostly on bobbers and minnows. I've caught some on lures, but jigging the lures. I've never actually been lucky enough to have one nail lures. I'm reeling it in, trying to catch them. So, some of the lures I've gotten. No sponsors. These are all just things I've looked into, little local companies and big companies that I've looked into. No one sponsors us. If you'd like to, just get a hold of me on here, and I'll promote the heck out of you. Now, I haven't caught nothing on any of these yet. I'm just getting ready to use them. Haven't used them. So first is Chasebaits, the Frill Seeker. What this particular lure is a top water action lizard. Multi-jointed, hard plastic, soft plastic tail that's also multi-jointed. Swimming across the top. You can give it a good hard jerk and it'll just side to side, or you can give it a constant reel. It does come with an extra tail, which is good if I'm going to use them for snakeheads, because probably one snakehead and the tail is gone. It got some little rattle action to it. Hopefully it'll entice them and I get them. The place where I like to go on the eastern shore of Maryland to catch them, there's lizards. So I'm hoping them lizards have fallen in the water. The snakes have seen them swimming and have eaten them. So this will attract them. I've got a green and a black. So we'll see how that works. Also from the same company, another lure I've looked into is the Drunken Mullet. Now it looks familiar to a bunch of you because it looks a lot like the Whopper Plopper, which people use for largemouth and the snakeheads, which is what I'm going to be using mine for. The difference is, with this Drunken Mullet, it's jointed in the middle. So whereas with the Whopper Plopper, you cast it, you reel it, it's coming straight back at you with the little fantail going. This one, you can give it strong, hard jerks, and it'll actually cut to a side to side action instead of just that straightforward, kind of odd, weird, going one direction. So I'm hoping it'll also help entice the bass and the snakeheads. With this, I've got the green and the dark color. Where I'm going for the snakes, it's and the bass, it's a dark water. And a lot of what they're eating, because of the water being dark, makes the fish and the minnows and the bait a darker color. So I'm hoping the dark and the green, it'll give them something bright to look at, give them something that they're kind of used to seeing. Another lure that I've been looking into, Chasebaits also, is their Wiggle Bomb. Now the Wiggle Bomb is almost like a frog, except it's not quite top water. If you reel it quicker, it'll stay on top, but it does have a weight to where it'll drop down. It almost represents a tadpole. It's just getting its back legs. It's still got its tail. It's not quite a frog. Again, as nice as this lure is, as soon as a snake hits it, it'll probably be destroyed. But I figured, let's try them and see if they work. It's also a weedless, so I can cast it into the lily pads and into garbage where the snakeheads and this bass like to hang out where I go to fish them. So we'll see if that works. I'll let you guys know if it does work, because I'll be recording it and you'll see if I catch anything on them. But those are some of the lures I'm working on.